2026 is the new 2016. Why the internet is time traveling back a decade. Scroll through TikTok right now and you'll swear your phone glitched into the past. Flower crown filters. Grainy low-res selfies, a song from a band you forgot existed, suddenly back at the top of the charts. Welcome to one of the strangest internet trends of the year. 2026 is the new 2016, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why millions of people decided this was the year to press rewind. Segment 1, where it actually started. This didn't come out of nowhere. The seeds were planted in late 2025 during something called the Great Meme Reset, a wave of nostalgia content that started circulating across social platforms as the decade crept toward its 10-year mark. Then came the spark. On New Year's Eve, a TikTok creator posted a montage, old photos, throwback clips, a highlight reel of everything that made 2016 feel like 2016. It hit a nerve. Within hours, another creator proposed something bigger. What if January 1st became an unofficial reset day, where the internet collectively brought 2016 back to life? It caught fire immediately, not because it was clever marketing, not because a brand pushed it. It spread because it was relatable. Millions of people who were teenagers or in their early 20s back in 2016 are now adults navigating a very different, very online 2026. And something about revisiting that simpler digital era hit different. Segment 2, the visual signature of the trend. So what does 2016 actually look like when it's being recreated in 2026? First, the filters. Snapchat's puppy dog filter and flower crown filter are everywhere again. If you were online in 2016, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That soft focus, big-eyed, slightly cartoonish overlay that used to flood every Snapchat story. Second, the photo quality. People are intentionally posting low-resolution, overexposed selfies, mimicking the look of early iPhone cameras before portrait mode, before night mode, before any of the computational photography we take for granted now. It's imperfect on purpose, and that imperfection is the whole appeal. Third, the captions and aesthetic. Bright, oversaturated lighting, basic gym selfies. The kind of content that feels almost embarrassing by today's polished influencer standards. And that's exactly the point. It's a rebellion against the hyper-curated, algorithm-optimized content we've all gotten used to. Segment 3, the music and pop culture revival. It's not just visuals. The trend has a soundtrack too. Remember EDM's golden era? Acts like the Chainsmokers, who practically owned the airwaves in 2016, are getting rediscovered by a new wave of listeners who were still in elementary school the first time around. Their tracks are resurfacing on playlists, in trending audio clips, and yes, in a wave of ironic but not really ironic love from Gen Z. And it's bigger than just one artist. Mobile games that defined that summer are being talked about again. The cultural touchstones of 2016, the memes, the dances, the viral moments, are being remixed, referenced, and relived by an audience that's split almost evenly between people who were there the first time and people experiencing it as pure nostalgia content for the first time. That's actually one of the most interesting parts of this trend. It's not just millennials reminiscing. Gen Z has fully adopted 2016 aesthetics as a genre, almost like how the 90s or Y2K became fashion movements. A decade is apparently now all it takes for something to become vintage online. Segment 4, why this is happening now. Here's the real question. Why 2016 specifically, and why now? 10 years is a psychologically significant gap. It's long enough for an era to feel genuinely different, but recent enough that most active social media users actually lived through it and remember it vividly. That combination, nostalgia plus familiarity, is a powerful engine for viral content. There's also a mood component. A lot of creators and commentators have pointed out that 2016 felt, in hindsight, like a simpler digital moment. Social media hadn't yet become the constant, anxiety-inducing, hyper-monetized machine it is now. Filters were playful instead of surgically enhancing. Content felt more spontaneous, less produced. Segment 5, what this means for creators and brands. If you're a content creator, this trend is a gold mine, and it's low effort to execute. Old filters are still available, throwback playlists are one search away, and audiences are actively rewarding this kind of content with high engagement because it triggers an emotional response that most current content simply doesn't. Brands are catching on too, leaning into 2016-era marketing callbacks, relaunching old campaigns, or partnering with artists from that era for a fresh wave of relevance. If your content strategy touches lifestyle, music, fashion, or pop culture, ignoring this trend right now means leaving views on the table. So, is 2026 really the new 2016? Not literally, obviously, but culturally, emotionally, and aesthetically, the internet seems to think so, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. If you found this breakdown interesting, hit subscribe for more deep dives into the trends actually shaping the internet right now, and drop a comment letting me know, were you online in 2016, and does any of this hit you with nostalgia too?